Alright, we're doing something a little bit different today. We're out in the yard because it's a beautiful day, and I just felt like being out in the yard for a little bit for this section of the video, because it's going to be a decent amount of talking. And then we'll get to the rock and roll later. But I've been threatening to do this video for a while, and I just haven't got around to it yet. So, what you're looking at here is a Jazzmaster style build by Carmine Street Guitars out of New York City. It's a very special guitar to me for a variety of reasons, one of which is because it was a gift to me from my family for my 30th birthday. They all went in together and helped me pick this thing up. Another reason is because of how Carmine Street Guitars does their builds. So a lot of you may be familiar with them because I've posted a lot about this guitar, but for those of you who aren't, we'll go into the details. So they use reclaimed wood from iconic New York buildings in all of their builds, and that's kind of the thing that they are known for. And so it's kind of cool because you get this wood with the real history to it. For instance, the body of this one came from McGurk's Suicide Hall, and the neck came from the bell tower of Trinity Church. Trinity Church is still standing, and that's this building here. McGurk's is right there. That artwork was done by Cindy Guitars, who works there with Rick, making awesome stuff and doing killer art and all kinds of awesome stuff. But anyway, it's kind of an interesting juxtaposition. The McGurk's was a place kind of like, not a good place, straight out of the Gangs of New York style, gangster, like, haven. Bunch of hooligans and scallywags and all kinds of stuff. You can read up the history on it. It was a scary place in the Bowery back in the day. It later, I think, got turned into an artist residence of sorts, if I'm remembering correctly, and then it was torn down, which is unfortunate. But Rick was able to salvage this wood, and this is all original. So some people have said, "Oh, that's a sweet relic," but it's not really a relic. That is from a structural piece of the wood, and that is just the face of it there, with some light carving to follow the Jazzmaster style shape. The neck, again, it came from Trinity Church, which caught on fire and still exists, but Rick was able to get some of the original wood from the bell tower, and as you can see, it's just beautiful. This is pine, which is a little bit of an unusual choice for in a lot of people's minds, but it's very lightweight. It sounds really good. Even though this is a pretty thick guitar, I don't know, I haven't weighed it, but it isn't bad. Let's see, what are the rest of the specs on this thing? Oh yeah, so the pickups are traditional, old school, vintage style Jazzmaster pickups wound by Joshua over at Righteous Sound. They sound perfect to me. I've got a Gun Street wiring harness installed in this as well. Vintage spec Jazzmaster circuit. I just wanted something old school. One of the best guitars I've ever played was a 1963 blonde Jazzmaster at Grun Guitars in Nashville, but I didn't have the scratch for that one. So this one is my attempt to scratch that itch, and it does in an even more unique way than that original piece. So I'm really excited with how this thing turned out. I think it's one of the most beautiful guitars I've ever seen, and yeah, let's go see what it sounds like. What do you think? Well, you know what guitar we're using, so let's look at the rest of the gear. We're going to be playing the trusty Benson amps, Vincent, both clean and dirty, so we can show you what that guitar can do. Into the trusty Marshall 212, mic'd up with Aston mic stealths, one set to dark mode, one set to guitar mode, and for a little extra flavor, we have a Mr. Black Blood Moon reverb in the effects loop. Alright, let's get to it. have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed all of that. I really do love that guitar a lot. It's a very special one to me, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, people can come back in now. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with a friend, or if you'd like to see more things like it. I've done mostly pedal demos in the past. I'm considering doing some vlog type topics. I don't know, that's what you guys want to hear from me or not, but let me know in the comments what you liked, what you didn't like. I'll keep working on it. Videos are not my strong suit. I'm doing my best over here, but hopefully you like the channel. You can subscribe and enjoy and all that stuff. All right, stay safe out there, folks. And make sure to check out Carmine Street Guitars.